Chosen one. You got them calling out this crying liar about their motives. The dots have been connected and everyone finally sees what you always sensed. The person who thought they could manipulate the narrative is shaking. But now those same people are asking questions, comparing stories, realizing every tear they cried was an act. The sympathy they collected was stolen. The attention they demanded was deception. And here's what's haunting them. You never exposed them, they exposed themselves. Everyone sees who was genuine. Everyone sees who was scheming. And the one who tried to bury you is the one suffocating under their own lies. A bad situation has trapped this person. A terrible routine must be broken. Crunch time has arrived. Someone operating with so much arrogance cannot find the way out now. This comes as no shock. A trump card seemed to always be available to them. An ace up the sleeve felt guaranteed. Landing on their feet appeared inevitable. Landing on top seemed certain. Karmic debt never had to be paid before, not until they racked up serious karma through how they treated you. This person experiences nervousness on a level that might shock you. Hearing about their nervous breakdown would not surprise anyone. Someone might tell you about their facility admission. Someone might mention their public spectacle at an event. Life has become hateful to this person right now. Their mind keeps returning to those two thoughts. I cannot wait to show you off. I cannot explain why I hurt you. Their attempt to understand continues. Ultimatums are being handed out here. Severe consequences loom. This is somebody who wanted to take the lazy route. Their trump card holds no power now. Their lies carry no weight. Talking their way out of this situation has become impossible. They lied to themselves so consistently that believing those lies became automatic. A conversation about a lie you already caught would happen again. They would repeat the lie. You had to catch them again and remind them that clarity had already been established. Something failed here. Their mindset defeated them. A group might be involved as well. The group dug a hole for this person. Something has become really messed up with this person's mindset. Mental help might be needed. Therapy could be necessary. The struggle runs deep. A poverty mindset exists here. A poverty mindset has little to do with bank account balances. Mental poverty is real. Spiritual bankruptcy is real. Looking at this situation, the words ring out clearly. I trusted you. A mindset dug this hole. A group contributed to this pit. Their emotions have become overwhelming. Handling feelings has become impossible for them. The struggle continues. Somebody feels buried. So much weight presses down. Their effort to fight through continues. Pushing forward to make a path through this mess goes poorly. Unsettled and uncomfortable described their current state. A new romantic interest might have dug this hole. A binding situation might have been created. Perhaps renewed love with a former partner happened. They buried themselves while side-eyeing a shared mindset intensely. Others agreed with the actions they took. Now the question emerges from them. What the hell? I am in this hole. Where are you now? The way they have lived their life has reduced their ability to see red flags. Moving so sneaky and selfish for so long creates blindness. Seeing it in other people becomes impossible. Normalization happens inside first. Then it becomes normalized when it happens in the surroundings. This person operates so backwards. When you are not acting sneaky, when transparency guides you, when truthfulness flows from you, accusations come your way from them. They accuse you of trying to mislead them. They accuse you of leaving stuff out. They accuse you of manipulating them. These accusations come during your transparency. These accusations come when you volunteer information freely. Something twisted exists in this person's mind. Do you love being miserable? That question hangs in the air. They went out of their way to find something to be miserable about. Perhaps you felt the intentionality behind it. Attention creates life for this person. Praise fuels this person's existence. Calling this person out becomes a monumental task. Going back and forth endlessly, just to get acknowledgement of anything, proves exhausting. Full ownership never comes. You get halfway admissions at best. Always wanting to be praised defines this person. You started to pick up on that. Spiritual awareness kicked in about what was really happening. Your intuition caught on. The realization that your instincts proved accurate came with time. Everything your gut told you turned out exactly right. You just had to give it time. Truth always surfaces. Not wanting to be judged defines this person. Not wanting to be called out drives them. Judgment surrounds this person right now. They are alone under that judgment. They refuse to sit still and see things clearly. This became a pattern. Dealing with root causes presents an issue for them. Self-discipline remains absent in them. Calling oneself out never happens for this person. You call yourself out though. This person has no familiarity with that energy. Calling yourself out means self-awareness. When you can call yourself out, you do not need to violate boundaries repeatedly before feeling convicted. Picking up on your own missteps happens naturally for you. You think to yourself, okay, I could have done that better, and I am going to do that better next time. For this person, you would be waiting until Judgment Day for that kind of thinking. Self-discipline exists in a hellish state for them. None exists at all. A major wake-up call is hitting this person. Alertness was never present. Not wanting to be alert meant the universe had to intervene forcefully. You do not want to get up. I will force you up. That is what is happening. Now this person is awake. Unexpected events unfold now. People are talking. Documentation might exist. Breaking news emerges. Unexpected disputes arise. Rising tensions fill the atmosphere. Constant battles rage. Relentless opposition continues. If you felt the truth in these words, hype this video so more chosen ones like you can see it. A karmic romantic interest might be involved. Gossip spreads. Somebody does not genuinely care about somebody's heart. Healing presents challenges for this person. Grounded energy remains absent from them. People might be fighting because they think you are not over them. People might be arguing because you detached from an environment. Arguments happen because you are over them. You moved on. That creates anger in them, especially with their inability to explain why hurt was inflicted. Fighting with people about this was never expected by them. But this is what is happening. Somebody might owe money here. Something unfair occurred. Feeling done unfairly by creates bitterness in them. That could be by a structure. A power structure gets side-eyed intensely by them. The group once seemed wise to them. These people appeared intelligent. Maybe admiration existed for somebody here. Now guardedness dominates. Protection from these people becomes necessary. Unfairness lingers. A karmic couple might be involved in what this person feels angry about. Somebody might be a thief. Going at it with the karmic romantic interest was never expected. Heat rises to extreme levels. They are losing control of their mind. Flipping out becomes visible. They are hiding nothing anymore. They are flipping out about you specifically. You serve as the primary example of this hole someone dug for them, or this group created. Their life has not changed. Look at what surrounds them. They are fighting with all of these people. Had different behavior been chosen, had love been shown to you, they would not be walking in circles through hell with all of them. No escape feels possible to them. Finding a way to escape this situation becomes their focus. They want to leave a relationship with a jealous person, a salty, bitter, nasty person. They feel trapped in a relationship with a player. Recklessness defines the situation. A hater and a player combined. They got caught doing something inside a household. Recklessness with a home or living situation occurred. So much work felt invested in something by them. So much investment happened. They turned their backs on many things to focus on something else. They focused on somebody else. No return came from that investment. Wanting to come back towards you dominates their thoughts. They believe you could get them out of this situation. An ultimatum exists here. They want to press the final button with you. They want to take this step together. But please be patient. We will know when the time is right. This person hopes you will be available. Whatever decision must be made carries significant impacts no matter what. Redoing this seems impossible. Right choices must be made now. Being cornered leaves them no options except making the right choice. Either the right choice gets made or the wrong choice sinks everything further. Being out of control defines their current state. A nervous breakdown could be happening. That would not surprise anyone. Being backed into a corner with an ultimatum makes this person explode. Being exploited like this never seemed possible to them. Drowning describes the feeling. Quite a few people are involved. All of them are operating from karmic energy. They are exploding on multiple people at once. Accusations of paranoia come their way. But no, these people gave them no choice. These people created a horrible situation. Now they sit and think about you. I do not understand why I hurt you. You would be here for me right now. They continue exploding about you. You serve as the number one example being pulled up. The reason these people can give ultimatums connects to things that went down during your time in this person's life. You played a major role. With what you have going on now, they believe you could handle much of this for them. They want to come back around you. They want to make peace. They want to return. Triggers about you remain active in them. A major choice must be made. Something reckless might be said about you too. A family member or somebody in this community felt like all the cards were in their hand. This person thought having the trump card was real. But no, a hole was being dug the whole time. They are side-eyeing and struggling while looking at this group. This mindset co-signed their behavior. Somebody pulled out an ace. A trump card emerged. That is why the ultimatum exists. A choice must be made. Somebody weaponized their ability to emotionally manipulate people. Gossip flows constantly from this person. They act like feelings are being expressed because sensitivity hurts. They act like pain motivates the expression. They act like empathy drives the sharing. Nope. Strategic manipulation drives everything. Controlling where somebody goes, controlling what somebody does. Talking about you happened too. Not caring about this person anymore. Being tired of everything. They are telling this manipulator directly, I am tired of you. You do not want me to be happy. You tricked me out of my position. You messed up my money. You ruined my plans. You dug a hole for me. Exhaustion with all of this overwhelms them. More discipline should have been applied to oneself. Temptations to break discipline exist everywhere. Avoiding falling into old habits matters. Focusing on building a better future matters. Breaking out of the mindset. Breaking out of the way thinking happens. Recklessness defined their movement. Long-term focus never existed for them. They feel regret about talking badly about you to other people. They shared your personal business with others. They shared disagreements with others. Every disagreement got discussed with other people. More discipline should have been applied to that. Valuing sobriety should have happened. Working on addiction should have happened. That is why these battles rage now. Being a certain type of addict might apply here. Emotional manipulation could have been a pattern for them. That is why ending up with another manipulator makes sense. Karma for that arrives. Being in their feelings about this, the distorted connection creates so much stress. Not having more discipline with you. Not having discipline for themselves. They feel embarrassment about their behavior towards you. They look stupid. They look terrible. Feeling sick might be happening. Hopelessness dominates. Nightmares might be occurring. They see themselves drifting further and further away from the desired life. They are realizing that I cannot explain why I hurt you means something crucial. The life that was wanted could have been built with you. They are analyzing why they departed from the energy of I cannot wait to show you off. Nervousness consumes them. You make them nervous. You made several people nervous. Haters are getting shook right now. That is why talking about you continues. That is why watching you continues. Real paranoia exists about what your next move will be, not knowing what comes next. They thought predictions about your life were possible. Those predictions are falling apart. They were watching you to see if your happiness would be destroyed. They were watching to see if happiness ended. But nervousness grows instead. They are recognizing that a plan has failed. They are recognizing that backfire happened. Your haters exist in absolute misery. Something about how you emerged got everyone mad. How you left the situation. You are not fazed by any of it. You are not pressed. You are moving on to building. You are moving on to healing. Nervousness about you showing up and revealing something. Not believing what is unfolding. Nervousness about something coming out. Misery is approaching. A whole miserable family or community might exist. Real nervousness exists because somebody misses you intensely. People are discussing this. Somebody hates life so intensely. Everything was built on lies. They thought the right path was being traveled, but a highway to hell was the real destination. They thought a lie would go all the way. But wherever this lie led them, life has become hateful. Somebody feels like the direction taken was known to make them a loser ultimately. The feeling of being the one who lost dominates them. Feeling like somebody else was jealous. This person exists in bitterness about that. Bitterness about you not speaking to them. Very unhappy with that. They look at other people wondering, why not me? Why do you get this and I do not? Why sabotage this in my life? These people are blocking wish fulfillment, getting stuck in misery because of these people. They feel like somebody did this to them. They did this to themselves. They dug a hole for themselves. They had people cheering them on. They had people egging them on to dig that hole. They needed this karma. They should have never moved like that. How you were handled, emotional manipulation, dismissiveness, always lying, out of control. Now look at where everything stands. They stopped all of that. They stopped speaking highly of you. They ran with the narrative other people spoke about you. The negativity flowing in, that became what they repeated, instead of speaking highly of you. Now opportunity has been lost. This person knows. That is why hopelessness exists. That is why misery exists. Up all night, embarrassed. They destroyed themselves. You recovered from major pain. You recovered from a major blow given by this person. Look, you already know the attacks weren't random. And if you're paying attention, you can feel it, their walls are closing in. So let's talk about what we're doing about it. That's why I built Destiny Engine. It generates personalized sequences that help you rewire betrayal into transcendence, turn isolation into sacred power, and transform their downfall into your rise. We are using the Dark Elite's own weapons against them, taking their declassified consciousness technology that programmed competition and scarcity, and repurposing it to serve cooperative intelligence. The beauty is you don't even have to lift a finger. You put on the headphones, press play, and your subconscious is rewired while your enemies collapse under the weight of their own lies. This is why I created it in the beginning, so everything they did to break you becomes fuel for your purpose. The collective upgrade is underway. Start your Destiny Engine for $1 today and watch divine justice accelerate in your life. Link in the description. But let me tell you exactly how this liar is being called out right now. So many versions of the same story got told that keeping track became impossible for them. One person heard you were the problem. Another person heard the victim story. Someone else heard that you were unstable. You got painted as jealous when you were just aware. You got painted as controlling when you were just protecting yourself. Every conversation you had got twisted into something it was not. And now all those people are talking to each other. Now those different versions are colliding. Now the lies are catching up to each other. Scrambling is happening. You want to know why nervousness runs so deep? Because the people who received lies are comparing notes. Someone said, wait, I heard this happened this way. Someone else said, that is not what I heard. Another person said, hold on, that does not match what was told to me. The lies unravel in real time. This person gets confronted with their own words twisted back at them. They are being asked to explain contradictions that cannot be explained. They are getting caught in details that do not add up. The more explaining happens, the deeper the hole gets dug. You see, a liar needs a good memory. Remembering who heard what becomes essential. Keeping stories straight becomes necessary. But when operating from chaos and manipulation for too long, they lose track. What lie got told to which person? What mask got worn in what situation? Eventually it all comes crashing down. That is where things stand right now. They are caught in the collapse of their personal deception. This person exists in group chats trying to control the narrative. Long messages get sent trying to explain things. Individual calls happen as they try to get ahead of the truth. They are panicking because the walls close in. They are desperately trying to maintain the image that was created. But it is too late. The cracks show. People see through the performance. People recognize the manipulation tactics. People connect dots that did not connect before. Someone remembers how previous partners got treated. Someone recalls how the person before you got handled. Someone notices a pattern of behavior that keeps repeating. Suddenly everything you tried to tell people makes sense. Everything you warned about gets validated. Not because you are campaigning for validation, but because truth always surfaces. Always. Something this person never thought would happen is occurring. Credibility is being lost. People who used to believe everything now question everything. People who used to take sides automatically now remain neutral or back away completely. People who used to defend now stay silent. That silence speaks louder than any accusation, because when people stop defending you, when people stop making excuses for you, when people stop co-signing your behavior, that is when you know truth has reached them, because the truth is not coming from one source. Multiple directions bring truth forward. Personal actions bring truth forward. Personal contradictions bring truth forward. The inability to keep stories straight brings truth forward. You want to know what gets called out specifically? The motives. See, people are finally asking the right questions. Why did you really treat them that way? What was your actual reason for turning everyone against them? What did you gain from making them look bad? What was the point of all those lies? This person cannot answer these questions honestly, because the honest answer reveals true character. The honest answer exposes jealousy. The honest answer shows insecurity. The honest answer proves intimidation by your light. So they continue deflecting. They continue making excuses. They continue trying to shift blame. But people are not buying it anymore. It all connects back to someone who felt threatened by who you are. Let me tell you something powerful. When people finally see a manipulator's true motives, unseeing becomes impossible. Like those optical illusions where once you see the hidden image, going back becomes impossible. Once someone recognizes manipulation tactics, seeing them everywhere in that person's behavior becomes automatic. Once someone understands the motive was jealousy, reframing every past interaction through that lens happens naturally. This is what is happening right now. People are going back through memories. People are rewatching the movie of this person's behavior with new understanding. They are remembering moments that felt off but could not be explained. They are recalling conversations that seemed helpful but had an edge. They are recognizing that what seemed like concern was actually sabotage. What seemed like advice was actually poison. What seemed like friendship was actually strategy. Going back to giving benefit of the doubt became impossible. Going back to questioning your own perception became impossible. You knew what you knew. You saw what you saw. You understood what you understood. That clarity gave you power. The power to walk away. The power to stop engaging. The power to protect yourself. The power to maintain your peace. That power terrifies this person. Because people who manipulate rely on you doubting yourself. They rely on you questioning your reality. They rely on you staying confused. They rely on you giving chance after chance. But you stopped doing all of that. You trusted yourself. You trusted your intuition. You trusted what you saw even when they attempted to convince you that you did not see it. That is why you are free now. That is why you are at peace now. That is why you are winning now. Because you chose truth over comfort. You chose clarity over familiarity. You chose yourself over someone who was never really choosing you. Now let me tell you about the crying part. This liar, they are crying now. They are playing victim harder than ever. They are telling anyone who will listen how much hurt exists, how betrayed they feel, how much suffering is happening. They are crying about consequences, like they are surprised that actions have consequences. They are crying about people distancing themselves, like they are shocked that manipulation eventually gets exposed. They are crying about life falling apart, as if they did not build it on lies. Those tears are part of the manipulation. Those tears are designed to make people feel sorry. Those tears are meant to shift focus from what they did to how they are suffering. Those tears are a tactic. Because manipulators know that people respond to tears. People want to comfort someone crying. People want to believe that tears equal sincerity. So they cry strategically. They cry at the right moments. They cry to the right people. So when crying happens now, people are less sympathetic. When the victim gets played now, people are more skeptical. When support gets sought now, People are more hesitant, because credibility once lost is hard to regain. Trust once broken is difficult to rebuild. This person broke trust with so many people in so many ways. They lied to protect their image. They lied to control situations. They lied to hurt you. They lied because lying was easier than being real. Now all those lies are being called out. Every single one. People are bringing receipts. People are sharing evidence. People are comparing timelines. People are fact-checking stories. But here is the beautiful part about all of this. While exposure happens, while credibility gets lost, while that carefully constructed image falls apart, you are doing something completely different. You are building, you are growing, you are healing, you are thriving. You are not focused on their exposure because you do not need that. You are not sitting around waiting for people to validate what you already knew. You are not campaigning for vindication because you already have peace. You already moved on. You already chose yourself. You already started creating the life you actually want. That is what really gets to this person. Not that people are seeing through them, but that you are doing well without them, that you are happy without them, that your life improved when they were removed from it, that you are not broken, that you are not destroyed, that you are not sitting around thinking about them. You are living fully, authentically, powerfully. They can see it even from a distance. They can feel that you have moved into a different energy entirely, an energy that cannot be touched, an energy that cannot be manipulated, an energy that cannot be dimmed. It is eating them alive, because they wanted you to fall apart. They expected you to struggle. They thought losing them would break you. They believed their absence would devastate you. But it did not. It freed you. It opened doors. It cleared space. It elevated you. Now they are watching you become everything they told you that you could not be. They are watching you achieve things they declared impossible. They are watching you surrounded by people who genuinely love you. They are watching you walk in purpose and power and peace. Every step you take forward serves as a reminder of what they lost. Every win you have provides evidence of what they gave up. Every moment of your joy proves that you never needed them for wholeness. You were always whole. They tried to convince you that you were not. They tried to make you believe needing them was essential. They tried to make you think surviving without them was impossible. But you are not just surviving. You are absolutely thriving. That is the ultimate plot twist they never saw coming. You already won this entire situation. The moment you walked away, you won. The moment you chose your peace over their chaos, you won. The moment you refused to lower your standards, you won. Mental breakdowns are happening over there. You need to recognize what that really means. Your energy was so powerful, so undeniable, so transformative, that losing you broke something fundamental in them. They cannot function properly. They cannot think straight. They cannot move forward. Because you were the best thing that ever happened to them. Arrogance made throwing it away seem reasonable. Now they are paying the price. And you are not just surviving. You are thriving. You are not just healing. You are evolving. You are not just moving on. You are ascending to levels beyond their comprehension. Everything they attempted to dim your light only made you shine brighter. Every lie they told only made your truth more powerful. Every person they turned against you only cleared space for better people to enter your life. This is what they do not understand. You do not lose when fake people leave your life. You win. You do not lose when liars get exposed. You win. You do not lose when manipulators show their true colors. You win every single time, because you operate from a place of authenticity and integrity. You are not out here playing games. You are not out here manipulating people. You are not out here lying and scheming. You are simply being yourself. That self is powerful beyond measure. You got one up on them without even trying. You defeated them by simply being yourself. You won by walking away. The trump card they thought they had meant nothing. You had something better. You had self-respect. You had standards. You had the strength to leave. That strength is what carries you into your next chapter, while they remain stuck replaying their mistakes. They sit there thinking, I cannot wait to show you off, but their inability to show you off is their reality. Because you are not available. You are not an option. You have moved on to better things. better people, better energy, better everything. Life has become something they hate because they can see what they lost. They can see what they gave up. They can see what they will never have again. That is their karma. That is their lesson. That is what they must live with. Meanwhile, you have something completely different waiting for you. You have love that actually sees your value. You have opportunities that match your worth. You have blessings that align with your purpose. You have a future so bright it makes their regret look even darker. This is your time. This is your season. This is your moment to step into everything you were always meant to be. The version of you that they tried to dim is now shining brighter than ever. The voice they tried to silence is now speaking louder than ever. The spirit they tried to break is now stronger than ever. You survived their nonsense and came out better. You are walking proof that you can be betrayed and still win. You can be lied to and still find the truth. You can be manipulated and still maintain your integrity. You can go through hell and still come out blessed. So let them sit in their nervous energy. Let them drown in their regret. Let them struggle with their karma. You keep your focus forward. You keep your energy high. You keep your standards higher. Because you are not the same person they tried to break. You are not the same person they took for granted. You are transformed. You are elevated. You are untouchable now. Everyone can see it. The shift is undeniable. You are walking in power. You are moving in purpose. You are living in victory. Nothing can change that. Nothing. With that clarity comes power. With that understanding comes freedom. With that truth comes victory. Your justice is here. Your vindication is now. Your blessing is coming. And them. They are exactly where they put themselves, in the hole that they dug, facing the karma that they earned, living with the regret that they created. While you are free, you are whole, you are winning. This is your time. Walk in it boldly, walk in it confidently, walk in it knowing that everything that was meant to destroy you only made you stronger. Everything that was meant to break you only made you more resilient. Everything that was meant to stop you only pushed you forward faster. The universe has your back. Justice is on your side. Truth is your weapon. Peace is your armor. And nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop what is coming for you.